Hi, I'm John with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember that anytime you work on an appliance, make sure that it is unplugged or the circuit breaker is turned off so there's no chance of electrocution. Today we're going to show you how to install a new Evaporator Fan motor kit for your Frigidaire refrigerator. It's a really easy job that only requires a 1/4-inch nut driver, a pair of wire strippers, some tape, and a few minutes of your time. When you open the package, you'll get one new Evaporator Fan motor kit. The reason why you'd be replacing the Evaporator Fan motor kit is if the freezer or refrigerator compartments are too warm or if there's an unusual sound during operation. Start by opening the freezer door. To access the Evaporator Fan motor, you'll need to remove the back panel, which means you'll have to remove all the shelves and baskets. Use a 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the screws that hold the shelf brackets to the side of the freezer. The back panel will need to be removed, so use a 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the 4 retention screws. Then, remove the back panel from the freezer. You'll need to remove 2 of the bolts that retain the upper panel, but you won't actually be removing the panel. Use a piece of tape to hold up the panel so that you have access to the evaporator fan assembly. The evaporator fan is mounted in a large metal assembly. Disconnect the wiring harness connections that attach to the fan motor assembly. Then, remove the entire fan assembly from the freezer compartment. Use a 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the 2 screws that hold the fan assembly to the main chassis. Pull off the plastic fan. Remove the 2 screws that hold the bracket to the motor. Then, remove the bracket that secures the motor. Here's the old evaporator fan motor next to the new one. If you already have the new part, great. If not, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Install the new fan motor into the mount. Then, reinstall the holding bracket. Make sure the rubber grommets stay in the bracket assemblies. Thread in and tighten the 2 retaining screws. Reinstall the fan blade assembly. Connect the motor to the mounting assembly. Thread in only one of the retaining screws. Because the evaporator fan motor is designed to fit a variety of refrigerators, it includes some wires that aren't needed for our application. For our Frigidaire refrigerator, we removed all but the red, blue, and green wires. Use a pair of wire strippers to remove the insulation on the end of the 3 wires. Then, install a butt connector on the ends of each of the wires. The new motor comes with an extra ground wire that needs to be connected to the metal chassis of the fan mount. Then, thread the second retaining screw into the chassis. Back inside the freezer, use a pair of wire cutters to cut off the ends of the original wire harness. Use a pair of wire strippers to remove the insulation on the end of the 3 wires. Crimp the motor wires to the corresponding wires on the original wiring harness. Reconnect the main wiring harness. Position the evaporator fan assembly within the freezer. Lower down the back panel and then thread in and tighten the mounting screws. Install the large rear panel, then thread in and tighten the mounting screws. Reinstall the side brackets. Position the food baskets. And then reinstall the glass shelves. Close the freezer door, and then reconnect the power cord, then the refrigerator should be ready for use. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. And be sure to check out our other repair videos on our website, on our Facebook page, and on our YouTube channel.